Mrs. with the Most Channel as always. Welcome back, welcome back. So I wanted to do kind of a video, kind of a little bit of an update video slash some movie recommendations, mainly for kids. I just wanted to kind of start giving you guys a little bit of updates with the coming weeks and everything, with Halloween and everything. Let's start off with the updates and everything. So, as I was just saying, obviously Halloween's coming up soon. I'm going to be getting ready to start my Halloween horror binge marathon 2018. So I've already gotten some like recommendations and everything, which I'll get to in a minute. But with Halloween coming up and everything, I'm going to be with my channel from about the end of September through October, maybe a few days into November. I'm going to be going back to my kind of like classic setup. Nothing but horror movies on this channel for like about a month and a half. And this is going to be between like horror movie recommendations, what I have watched for like whatever week from week to week. Probably also obviously a lot of like different reviews and everything. I think this year I'm gonna definitely give you a lot more reviews on most of the stuff that I am watching. Well, actually, it's gonna have to be pretty much everything that I'm watching for that month. That's going to include actually maybe some revisited reviews and everything of movies I may have done in the past. I'm not sure yet, to whatever I've been watching to. I know probably like new movies to me that I'm going to be watching during my binge and everything. So I just want to kind of give you guys a little heads up on that and everything. So obviously like Bates Motel series review is going to be on hiatus during this time. My documentaries of the week is going to be pretty much on a hiatus. That one though, I may throw in a couple of like horror documentaries possibly. So I mean, it might not be completely gone, but just so you guys have the heads up. And obviously my non-horror movie reviews of the week are going to be on hiatus during this time. They're not going like away forever. Like I said, these videos are just going to be on hiatus during this time because like I said, I want to really kind of focus on this binge this year and everything. Like I said, let you guys know what I'm watching, giving you guys recommendations, doing lots and lots of reviews and everything. I'll probably still do like 5 videos a week, so it's a little bit of a variety of things within this horror binge and everything. So, but second thing for this video is a couple of recommendations. I want to kind of do this, start doing this now, because I know I've already had people starting to ask me, especially with like their kids. So I kind of want to start with that, and this is going to be kind of a continuation too, especially with like kids and stuff, and also obviously other horror recommendations more appropriate for like adults and everything. But I wanted to get some knocked out at the park for the youngins and everything. Like I said, I've had a few people already kind of contact me or ask me, hey, what do you think? My kids are asking about like scary movies and everything. So I kind of want to start that off because I know kids are getting really excited about it. So let me go ahead and start off. And I really wanted to kind of start doing this too because one of my good friends that I've known since like high school, maybe junior high, Cheryl, was actually asking me the other day a couple of recommendations for her 7-year-old and everything. Nothing that's like maybe too scary or anything, but here's a couple of recommendations. And like I said, there's going to be more for like the youngins coming down the road. I just wanted to get something kind of quick together for you guys. But here's my list. A lot of these, or a few of these, I know I put on past recommendations in previous years. But you know what? New year and everything, new subscribers and all this. So I gotta do this for you guys. So starting up, a perfect one. I don't have my copy with me. I actually have lent it out. But first one is Lady in White with little Lucas Haas and everything. This is a really family-friendly movie. I know I recommended it last year, and a couple of people had messaged me or commented on the video saying that they had actually watched it because of my recommendation with their kids. They ended up loving it and everything. So this is one you cannot go wrong with. Like I said, it is very age appropriate, or very appropriate for all ages. So I mean, if you have like a young child such as my friend, 7-year-old or around there, maybe doesn't have too much exposure with horror movies or anything, but is kind of asking, hey, let's watch something spooky. This will do the trick. I've always described this one as a straight up classic ghost story, murder mystery whodunit type of movie, and it's really good. It's a little creepy, but it's not going to scare the pants off your kids, I promise. Next one up, one that you pretty much have to put on any sort of list, especially for kids, Hocus Pocus. Yes. Oh my gosh, perfect Halloween movie. Like, I'm just saying, even still to this day at 34, I still watch it because it's a great movie. It gets you set into the mood and everything. Another one that I have to recommend, one that is not a movie that has aged very well, but because it has a Mr. Tim Curry in it, I freaking love it, and a very young Fairuza Balk, and that is The Worst Witch. I was obsessed with this movie when I was a kid, still obsessed with it today. I mean, like I said, it hasn't really stood the test of time, but it's really a good one. The effects in this, oh my god, like, so bad. Like I said, it hasn't aged well. I think the effects and stuff in Lady in White, with as cheesy as they kind of are by today's standards, definitely look much better than this movie. But this is just a little fun one. It is. Next one up is the original House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. Like I said, I think this is one that I think the younger kids, even if they're like 7 to 10 years old, would still be a really good one. It might make them, a little scared, but it's not. I don't think this is gonna really traumatize them or anything, especially too, because I mean, it's by today's standards, once again, it's a little, I don't want to say cartoonish, but it's not like it is today, basically. Another one that I think is really good, I kind of a little bit on the cheesier side, but it's an okay one for kids to watch. I would say this one though, maybe a little bit more suited for kids like 9, 10-ish years old. Maybe it's a little iffy for like a 7, 8-year-old, depending on what your kid's exposure to horror movies is. But Children of the Corn, yes, the original Children of the Corn, because I think it's a little creepy, kind of creepy enough to get your kids a little creeped out. Once again, it won't traumatize them. I think it's a pretty decent one. Another one that is really good, and really, it's a good movie for like the younger kids, and that is The Craft. I feel like you could essentially show this to like a 7, 8-year-old or anything, and they would be kind of okay with it. I think they would be kind of like, oh my gosh, witchcraft, so that's an okay one for them to watch. Another pair of movies that I'm going to throw in, I have not watched these, but I know so many people are always very much like Hocus Pocus. This is kind of like a pair of movies that's always kind of like a go-to movie for Halloween and everything, and that is the Halloween Town movies with, I can't think of her name. Sorry, Princess Leia's mom. I know I'm like horrible right now. But no, like I said, it's another Disney movie, so I know for a fact that's going to be an okay movie for kids to watch. I think another movie, as I'm kind of thinking about this, and like I said, you guys, I know I'm going to do a couple more of these. I think another pretty decent one for kids to watch is the original Tremors movie. I mean, it's a little creature feature movie. I know it doesn't necessarily feel like a Halloween movie, but that is definitely a really kind of solid movie to show your kids. And once again, it's a movie that I feel like you could probably show your 7-year-old, 7 or 8-year-old, or even 6-year-old maybe, and they might be a little like, the monster, the worm monster, but it's not going to traumatize them. So, I mean, plus, a lot of these movies, especially something like Lady in White or House on Haunted Hill, Craft, and stuff, is really good too for those of you who, maybe an adult, but not too much into horror or can't do too much of horror movies, but you kind of want to get into the mood. Definitely excellent choices for you guys. But yeah, I will go ahead and start, doing more of these recommendations and everything, and even through my different like updates of what I've been watching and everything. I will give you guys heads up on what's good to watch, what's good for age appropriateness and everything. So continue to check me out. Until next time, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.